So we are already live. I will wait a few seconds to see who is joining our live. So has probably the ones we'll not see now, but we'll see later. We have these live talks every Thursdays at 5:05. So every week called in Portuguese Quinta-feira, number 5, the 5th day of the week. So every 5th day of the week at 5:05, we will be live to share with you some of the most incredible places that you can visit in Portugal. Let me present myself. My name is Ana Leal from Algarve Nature Tours, the brand of Domi-Tour that is promoting nature tourism, because we also have other brands and all the other type of tourism. But I'm passionate about tourism and nature, and that's why we created this brand, and we are sharing with you the best places in Portugal that you can visit. Let me also tell you that the ones that are going to see us, we are streaming this on Facebook, and it's possible to make comments. We will see your comments. So if you have any questions, you will be more than welcome. Today we have an amazing guest with us, that is Marco Lins, one amazing guide from the area of Setúbal and Portinho da Arrábida, with whom I made already a couple of activities, and definitely it's our preferred partner in the area. Also, we have Elder Camacho with us that will also add a few informations here. Welcome to ones that join us. Welcome. I'm happy to see you there. Just going back a little bit again, my name is Ana Leal from Algarve Nature Tours, the brand of Domi-Tour that promotes nature activities. And we will be every 5th day of the week at 5:05 here with you to share the incredible places that you can visit in Portugal. Now everybody's home. Coronavirus is the one traveling a lot all over the world, not us. I don't know why, but well, it happened. So hopefully he will give us the chance to go back and to travel again. Soon, hopefully, we will have this coronavirus controlled. Let's see. And by the way, I just realized today that Condé Nast revealed that we are the 3rd safest country in the world to travel. So without waiting more, I will present our guest. I will invite him to join us. And it's Marco Lins here. Hello, Marco.
Hello, Anna.
And Elder Camacho. So welcome, Elder. So the three of us will be here speaking about Portinho da Arrábida, o Parque Natural da Arrábida, portanto, the Nature Reserve of Arrábida, and Setúbal. Marco, you have an amazing company. Well, I'm hearing some feedback here. Hopefully, do you have the sound down? Hi, Badia. Okay, I'm seeing some comments already. Welcome. Marco, tell us a little bit the activities that at the moment we are offering on this amazing park. Or if you want, you can start by presenting the area, and we have also a video to show. So maybe we can start by the area itself, and then we go for the activities. Marco or Elder, who wants to start?
Marco, you want to start?
Yes, I'm going to start doing the introduction. So my name is Marco. I'm from the Discovery of the Nature. It is a company that works on the Natural Park of the Arrábida about 5 years. But I live on the area, so even that I have our children, I go to the Arrábida to explore all the potential of the Natural Park of the Arrábida. So the National Park of the Arrábida, it is the place that we have about 30 years from now. And they have a lot of places to visit. Some of them is very difficult to find them. We have to know to go there to explore the most beautiful parts of the natural park. And that we have a lot of big experience on the area. We know where is the places that we have to go to see and show the places. And because of that we created a lot of different activities from a lot of sports of nature to trying to
Mm-hmm.
show this special parts of the Arrábida that the most part of the people don't know it.
Yes.
In some of these
I'm going to show
areas,
you the video at the same time, but go
okay.
ahead because
So one
people
of
have
the
something to
parts,
see.
especially that we explore on the natural park of the Arrábida, is the area of Portinho da Arrábida. That is one of the
Yes.
best places on the Arrábida. So we have a lot of places that is amazing, like Pichel Cape or um, Ribeira do Cavalo Beach in Sesimbra. But for me, especially the area of Portinho da Arrábida is the most one of the best places in the Arrábida because of the area. We have the convent of the Arrábida, the new convent, the old convent, some caves that
Mm-hmm.
we have only in the Arrábida, with a small chapel inside that is possible to visit for everyone. And another place that we have to go swimming or climbing or hiking, doing some hiking, so we can go to explore the area. So, and because of that, that we, like I said a moment ago, we create some activities. I don't know if
Mm-hmm.
you, one of the best activities that we organized, the most famous activity, it is very recently in Portugal. It is the coastering. I know that the most part of the people don't know this name, this activity, but it is
Mm-hmm.
one of
Yes.
the most expressive activities that we organize on the season of the summer, because
and
it
it's
is.
and it's one and it's one of the activities that I promote most outside when I go outside Portugal to promote especially this area of Portugal, especially doing this activity with you because I simply love it. It's incredible. It's really, really nice. And I always say it's good even like you can do it. There's no age for it. Or, okay, you can have kids, you can have 60 years old. If you like adventure, this is one of the most incredible activity that you can do. And in this amazing, amazing place that is Portinho da Arrábida. And with you, of course, this I have to confess that
Yeah.
I love. I love to choose our local guys and the partners with whom we work. And I love I loved the experience with you because you are so calm and you take time to be with the people. And I think this is a must, and this is something incredible, especially when you are travel. It makes completely the difference that you find a guide that it takes time for you. It's not in a rush. It really enjoys what he's doing and tries to show the most incredible things in the area that they know. So I was glad to do this activity with you and to share it abroad. But by the way, you can speak. I don't know, Elder or Marco. You can explain our guests what is coastering, because there's people knowing canoeing and people knowing coastering, and who wants to share?
And okay,
Elder, go ahead. Yeah.
maybe me. I will say
Okay.
my version of it, okay, because I'm the rookie, you know. I worked
Yeah.
with Arthur from long years ago until now, but I must confess that most of the time it was more for fun than for money or whatever. And in
Mm,
that special place that we just looked at the video now,
yes.
it's really for fun, no money at all. Okay, what you saw in
Yeah.
that video before answering your question, what you saw in that
Mm,
video, it doesn't make how do you say? You must be there to feel and to know what is to be in the waters of Arabida, in the mountain of Arabida, to breathe the air of Arabida, to feel the coldness of the water, but the freshness. If you
yes.
bring your goggles, you see another world underwater. Okay? So,
Mm,
and now for the coastering. So this is the rookie part of it. For a rookie, the idea of coastering is just a bunch of guys doing a way in the mountain and jumping into the water. Okay? This
okay.
is for a rookie. Okay? So
Okay.
I'm not going to jump for the water and all that. Once you get there, forget it. It's not just a bunch of guys jumping from the rock to the water and climbing again and do another rappel or whatever or going for a slide. No, and there you're reborn. You know the feeling of reborning?
Yes, yes. Well, this I was trying to remember if I reborn, but I don't think that it was the feeling I got. I think
Yeah,
but you mentioned a very important thing. You say you need to go and feel,
yeah,
and definitely you feel over there. I
yeah.
remember when I did the activity, what for me was incredible. I recall it was in September. I was coming from a trip, or I was
Yes.
going to receive a cycling group, something like this, and the weather was still really, really nice. And I recall that I felt so blessed, you know, for being on that place, doing that activity, entering in that caves, jumping to the water, feeling the
Feeling
water.
alive.
Yeah, I felt
Yeah,
completely alive. So,
yeah,
and to jump it and the adrenaline also that you feel. So
yeah. But
it's,
even like that, and explaining like that, I think it's
yeah.
not possible to show what is it without being there, right?
I want to share. I want to share. Definitely, it's something that you need to try.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is.
and this is, of course, after also Marco, we did a couple of activities with cycling also,
Yep.
a
Yes.
group. It was my colleague preparing this group with you. So cycling, it's also, and jeep is also something that you offer on that area, and dolphins also experiences, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
well, now we know that with this coronavirus, everybody stopped. Nobody's doing, nobody's selling the most incredible things. We have it in Portugal because we don't have guests, we don't have planes to come here. But I want to share with you guys some pictures of what we are talking about. And I'm going also to do a game because I think this is the best way to see. Are you sure? Are you seeing now?
Yes. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. So this is a good introduction for you to tell us some of the activities that we can offer in this specific area. And let me tell to the people that is listening, we are speaking about Setúbal and Portinho da Arrábida. It means that if you land in Lisbon, we are about 1 hour driving distance from Lisbon. Okay, to go all over, to take time, not to go in a rush, to get lost in the roads also. So we are not far from Lisbon. It's a little bit south. It's a protected area. If you have any questions about what you're seeing, you can send us messages here because we can see. But now what I'm going to do, it's a game. So I decided to pick up a couple of pictures of the activities that you can offer, that we can offer on that area,
Okay.
and you're gonna tell us about this experience. Do you agree with this, Marco?
Yes. Yes.
Are you
I agree.
are you prepared?
I think so. I hope
Okay.
so.
So tell us the image that we are seeing now.
So I have to, what is the exactly image? Because I have now I see about 20 image.
Yeah,
Ah,
we
so
have all
it's
the
not
images.
okay. No, no, no. So you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Wait, wait, wait.
Yeah,
Okay. So I already
Let
did
me
the
see.
solution.
Okay.
I saw the one.
Let me let me see if I can share now what I was seeing, because I was seeing an
Okay.
amazing. Oh, okay. For one reason, I cannot share this part, but I have to. So let's see if I now. Is they
So I
saying
already
me?
see the solution. So for me, I think now it's easy.
Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
what I'm going to share. Are you seeing now?
Yes.
Are you seeing now?
No,
No.
we are seeing your desktop.
Yeah.
Oh, but I don't know why, but because if you're thinking, if you maybe it's the delay, maybe it's the delay. So let me see if with time we can see. Okay, you are seeing this
The
one, and
desktop.
now what are you seeing?
Okay.
Yeah,
Now I see an image
Okay.
from inside of a one boat.
Yes, exactly. So what's happening here?
So what is happening? So this is in the middle of the dolphin. So the dolphin jeep tours. That is an activity that they take about 8 hours.
Okay.
So that in the beginning we are going to do it the pickup from the clients in Lisbon or Sesimbra or even in Setúbal, and they do it the transfer from the hotel from to the harbor of Setúbal, and then they
Yeah.
go to the catch the boat. But the
Hmm.
boat is a typical boat from Setúbal. The name is Galeões do Sal.
I
It
think
is
I
a
have a picture here.
yeah. So they go to
But
the
no.
Galeões do Sal. That is a typical boat from Setúbal to go to
Yeah.
the dolphins of Setúbal.
Hmm.
So on the area of Setúbal, we have two different groups of dolphins. Okay, we have
Okay.
the normal dolphins that we can see from between in Sines and uh, in the north of Nazaré, something like that, because they are around of this area all the
Hmm.
time. But the most important is we have to see the dolphins that live inside permanently inside of the river of Sado. That is the name Huazes. It is a
Okay.
small group of about 30 animals, and they are very friendly because normally when we go to the tours, almost of the times we can see it. One of two
Yes.
times we don't see it because they are animals, so sometimes we can find them. But normally
Yes.
we can find it. But it's very
Yes.
fun because they love it to playing with or joking with the boats, swimming around of the boats. So it's very funny. So
So they find on the people also friends. And
yes,
now
yes.
what are you seeing now?
So we are seeing a picture from hiking. So this is one of the hikings that we do it in the natural park of the Arrábida. So
Yes.
this area don't is precisely on the area of Portinho da Arrábida. It's more near from Pichel Cape that we
Mm-hmm.
promote more the cliff on the area. We see a natural moment or natural monument that we have on the place that is dinosaurs track near from the Cape
Okay.
Shell. It's very funny.
Eventually, I have it here. Eventually, let's see. Okay. So, and this one, this
So
is a
this
funny
one,
part.
so this is the
Yeah.
funny part. So I love it. So
Yeah.
so this is the activity. One of the so this the final part of the activity that we are talking about a few moments ago.
Yes.
This is the coastering.
The coast
So
ring.
this is the ending of the circuit that we're
Yeah.
doing the zip lining.
Yes.
That we finish the zip line inside of the water. So our stop it is the water. We are gonna crash against the water, or we can stop.
Going to land, not to crash.
And
Yeah.
here, this one is very funny. This is the way.
So this is
Usually,
what.
you
Yes,
this
yes,
is the
yes.
way we should. Well, you tell us also always that we have to protect to make this position when we go. But this
Yeah.
guy didn't follow the instructions, huh?
No, because they on this exactly moment they are to the picture. So, but
Yeah.
after that they assume the correct position for they when they go to the water. But
Yeah.
it is a funny jump.
That
And
was
then
also
and
very
then
And
we,
yes,
when we jump to the water like this one we are seeing now, usually we start in low like a few meters.
yes, 2 3 meters.
Then the highest one it's about what 20
12,
meters or
12, 12, 12.
12 meters.
Yeah,
12
the
meters. It's a
maximum is
lot.
12. So it's possible we jump from 20, 30 meters, but on these kind of activities, we
Yes.
don't are allowed to organize because we have some rules to follow, the
Mm-hmm.
insurance and other permissions that we have to follow. So it's not allowed to do it with clients more high than 10, 12 meters.
Okay.
But
I
for
don't
the
think
most
that I
of
even
the people, it's very
if
difficult.
yeah if I no if I recall I didn't went for the 12 meters. It was too much for me that day. Maybe on another time. And
One step.
here, yeah, yeah,
So this is the cost ring also.
yeah.
When this client are doing the upselling,
Mm-hmm.
that this upselling have a surprise on the final of the
Okay.
rope, because the
Okay.
rope is finished in the middle. Don't touch on the water, so we have
It's
to.
too short.
Yeah, the rope is very short, so they have to fall out to the water. So
To the water.
yeah.
Okay. This, it's hiking again.
So this is hiking again. So this is in the area of Natural Park,
Yes.
exactly on the Serra de São Luís, São Luís mountain.
Okay.
That is a very nice trekking, because we have to pass along of the top of the mountain, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and between the windmills, and we have a great view that we can see Lisbon, we can see Setúbal, sometimes some parts of the circuit we can see also the Special Cave. So it is amazing. And on the
Yeah.
left side of the mountain we have a huge valley, that is the Valley of Paris. It's very,
Yes.
very difficult to see.
I think we have some pictures later on. Here, it's the introduction. What I see, like the first thing I realize on this picture again is what I mentioned. It's the fact that you can have a multi-generational activity.
Yes.
So from every age. And here you are giving the safety instructions and how they should do what.
So this specifically activity, it is a activity from one company that all years they have activity that they join all the people that work inside of the company and the rest of the
Yeah.
family,
And the
even
family. Yes.
the children. So in
Mm.
the exact moment I'm are doing the briefing, the technical briefing of the activity, explain what
Mm.
we have to do, how we use it, all the equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and the activity that we are going to do it is the adventure circuit. It is very
Exactly.
so
The
exactly. It is a multi-activity
yes.
that we do it a little bit of climbing, a little bit of hiking, a little bit of abseiling, speleology.
Yeah.
You know what is speleology?
Yeah, yes, I know. I did it already. I didn't do with you, you know. Well, in Portugal, we have so many places to explore, but I did it already. And I will come back to this one. But I think I have some pictures here. Wait. Of speleology.
So this
Let
is
me see
this
where.
one. It is the beginning of the adventure circuit.
Yes. Well, I don't. This part, right?
Yeah. This
Well,
is the beginning of
I
the adventure circuit.
yeah. Maybe I don't have speleology here, but you can explain. I loved when I did it. I loved it. Maybe next time I will do in with you in Setúbal area,
Yeah.
because I don't know the ones over there. And I want also to go to Minas Daire, but well, that's speleology, easy to enter, completely
Yes.
different.
Yes.
But you can
Yes.
explain a little bit, yes.
So the speleology. So it is a
Yes.
activity that we bring a groups for inside of the cave to explore the inside of the caves.
Mm-hmm.
Because on the National Park of the Arrábida we have a lot of caves, because the rock on the Arrábida it is limestone. That is the same that the Serra da Aires e Candeeiros mountain.
Yes.
And because of that they have a lot of caves. So and
Yes.
we can use some caves, we can use it, some of the caves that we have on the national park we can use it because they have some specific animals or something like that that we can go there with the groups. But
Mm-hmm.
the caves that we can visit, so we're trying to show to the people how this place is, how is the formation of this kind of caves, this
Yes.
place. Okay.
And
uh,
how is to enter in this case? It's narrow, or do you have more large places?
So
I
depends.
remember.
No, depends of the cave. So we have some
Yes.
caves that it takes about. So depends of the level. We use it two kind of levels of
Okay.
this kind of activity. So we have one level that is for everyone, that we have about 4 hours inside of the cave, and
Okay.
the space is comfortable. We don't have the straight space for we can pass. We can pass very easily.
Very
It
easy.
is even the children can go there without any problem. Of
Mm-hmm.
course,
Okay.
with the best instructors, of course.
Mm-hmm. But I have to confess, when I did the coastering, I remember at least in one cave, it was difficult and narrow to pass. And you remember my friend that was with me, he was afraid of going into caves. And you managed. You
Yeah,
managed to take him there. And it was incredible. Even like when we told to friends of us, nobody believed that he was inside caves. If
yeah,
I didn't have the pictures, nobody would believe.
yeah,
And then we also went up to go out for one of them. And I recall he was very nervous, but also really trusting on you because you were bringing this confidence. And it was incredible how he overcome a fear that he had for ages and ages during
yeah.
this activity.
Yeah, this
So,
is one
and
of
tell us
the feelings that I
yeah.
try to pass to our clients because I work on this area because even that I have 16 years, I started to doing climbing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and why I starting to doing climbing because in the time I have afraid of the heights, so it is one of the ideas that I have. So I have to support my fear. I have to pass my fear. So and this is the feeling that we trying to pass to the clients that nothing is impossible. Even so, if you want to do it, we can do it. I know we know that sometimes we have some fears, but it's possible to pass it. So, and we
Mm-hmm.
can pass the fears. We have a very, very, very good feeling.
Yes.
Sometimes it's difficult
Yeah.
to express the feelings that we feel it, but
It's mostly confidence in
yeah,
yourself.
yeah,
Yes.
that we can pass
And you
through
believe
our life.
and then you take this experience for the rest of your life because you overcome something that was a real huge fear for
You,
you.
Yeah,
And
you
this
yeah,
have to
experience, of course,
overcome
for
and
the
overcome and overcome.
yeah, I'm an adventure person, okay? So I'm good for it. I will go for it easily. You don't need to convince me. I'm an easy person on this part.
it's only
But
to
for
say
the ones,
to say,
yeah, but for the ones that are not, this is like, wow, how it's really incredible for them. They feel such an empowerment
yes,
of okay, I could overcome this fear, and you have so many steps on it during the coastering, during the jeep. So there's the speleology also, yeah, because you can find bats inside, you can find other animals inside. So it's really nice to bring people and to take it slowly also. So can people like start to have the feeling how they can overcome. So let's just see a few more pictures when I do this. Okay, which
okay.
one is this one? Where is this one?
So this is the cave that I tell you. Uh,
Okay.
it is the Santa Margarita cave. So this
Okay.
is very famous on the Arrábida. On the summer, we have a lot of people to to come to
To
here to
visit.
this place to
Yes.
visit because they
Mm-hmm.
have this small chapel that we see in the middle of the picture. It is Santa Margarida Chapel.
Yeah.
It is from the 17th century.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not common. When we go to the inside of one cave and we find it a small chapel. So it's very unusual. We find it is the only one that we have in the Arrábida with a small chapel inside, and it is a very big cave. So very big cave. When I say that we have space to walking free inside of the cave without any problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and,
remember I've been there, and
and normally, yeah.
we could do even a picnic inside.
Exactly, exactly. And normally we don't need it to bring the flashlights to go inside because they have two big opens to the ocean that we have
Mm-hmm.
a lot of sun
Mm-hmm.
inside of
Mm-hmm.
the cave. So it's very nice to
Mm-hmm.
visit.
And here, what are we seeing here?
So this picture it's not in the national park of the Arrábidas, but it's not so far away. It is in the Samoco or Alcochete. It is
Okay.
the area of between of the Vasco da Gama bridge
Yes.
and
Yes.
Alcochete. It is
Yes.
Salinas.
It's good for walking.
Yes, yes, yes,
Walking tours, and also Estuário do Sado, it's also very well known for the bird watching.
yes, yes.
So this is another
Also,
thing that you.
also in the south we have some places like this one.
Yeah, and here this is a tricky one. Like it's mixed. Where is this one?
So this is in the middle of the Arrábida. Uh,
Are you
uh,
sure?
yeah.
Like I'm checking if you are a really good guide.
No, I'm joking. No, this is Sintra. This is near from the Peninha, in the area of Peninha.
Sintra.
Yes, in Sintra.
This is in Sintra, exactly. This was just to be mean with you. Sorry. Okay, let me see. Well, it disconnected that one, but well, I think we have a good experience. I don't know if you. Of course, we are all worried now with the coronavirus in the air. He's traveling more than us, all of us. I don't know why. I don't agree with this, by the way. I don't agree. I think that we should have the chance to travel. And I was thinking in the beginning when it starts this coronavirus, I said, okay, so probably we will stop having clients, so I can take the chance and go and check the other nature parts I want to go in Portugal, because unfortunately I don't know all of them. But unfortunately, of course, we cannot move around. But what
Yeah.
are your expectations for the upcoming months? We don't have that many cases in Portugal. I think it's quite controlled, and we are outside Portugal. We are being seen as a good example and a good country. The way we deal with the situation and we controlled. How do you feel at the moment, especially you that have this nature activities and it's a small
Yeah.
company?
Uh, so, um, so
Difficult.
it's difficult to say something because we have a lot of different problems that all together uh, can influence or uh, can bring some difficulties to our work. So, but
Mhm.
what I feeling that we can do something on this summer, especially for the Portuguese guys. But I think and I believe that we are starting to work again normally on the next year, 2021.
Yeah.
I hope.
Usually, when you do the coastering, you have specific license for that.
Yeah.
The time of the year, by this time in May, you were already operating.
Yes. Yes. So,
So the activity was already on.
yes.
Tell us.
Yes. So normally we can do the activity of course we can do it all the year. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, I I only say that normally I do it in the April to October because normally it is the part of the year that we have the best conditions to do it the activity. So we have the weather is better. We don't have waves on the Arrábida normal on this part of the year because of the position of the mountain that we are to the south, and normally in the Arrábida we don't have waves. So because of that, it is very good activity even for the children. But of course, we can do it on the inter, the coastering. But sometimes it's a little bit more difficult because I remember one time that I do this activity on the inter and we catch waves about 3 or 4 meters. So
Oh,
it's a little bit more difficult. Okay.
yes. Not
That's
everybody
right.
can go to the sea.
Yes, yes, yeah. We
Yeah.
have to make calm. We have the instructors transmit the
This
safety,
calmness,
the,
yes.
the calm. Yeah,
Usually,
but
what's the maximum number of people? Because the minimum I know, but the maximum I don't recall. The maximum people that you take with you, or that you add another guide to go with you. The size of the group.
so we
For
have
coaching.
instructors on the activity that it depends on the size of the group. So normally we do it one instructor for each 6 persons. Okay. So in the maximum on the activity of coaching, we can do it about 40, 50 people.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Uh,
So
yeah, it is.
even for events, it's possible to do. And the last time I recall, we sent a couple of proposals with your activities for events. Well, we did it with springtime also. I don't recall the number of the size of the group because it was my colleague Christina doing that one. but definitely it was not coastering, it was cycling by that time. Um, but definitely it's a place that people should visit. Do you feel at the moment that people is finally I'm speaking people, I'm speaking clients from abroad, because the Portuguese, they love Arrábida.
Yes.
Not all of them know Arrábida, but most of them, they love Arrábida. Do you feel that the clients now from abroad coming to Portugal, they start to know Arrábida and Setúbal area, peninsula, or don't you have this feeling?
Yes, I have this feeling because when I started in this company, okay, on the
Mhm.
beginning, our client is more Portuguese people or some clients that the other countries, but a few of them. On
Mhm.
the last 2 years, we have a lot of clients for all over the world to come to specific to go to Arabida.
Yeah.
I feel it that the Arabida now it's growing up. It's like Sintra. I know
Yes.
Sintra when they starting from the for tourism, and now Sintra we have a lot of people
Yes.
every day. So
Yeah.
before
And and and
the
and
COVID, but now
do you feel that? Do you feel that people is coming more for Sintra than for Setúbal and Portinho da Arrábida? What do they look more for? What do
so
they
what
search more?
they trying
Sintra or
to now they are trying to look more the area of Setúbal Rábida, because they trying to go to the places that we don't have so many people that we have now in Sintra, and they are trying to find more nature that we have more in the Arabida.
true?
They
It's
get
more
all
natural.
together.
Yeah.
True. I love Sintra. I love Sintra, but definitely Sintra. If people ask me what's the best time of the year to come to Portugal and to make nature activities, I would say you can come all year round. And
Yeah.
tell me which months do you want to come, and I will tell you the best area to go and check. Because
Yeah.
I think I have always this feeling, because we sell, even that the name is Algarve Nature Tours, we sell the country, including Azores and Madeira Island. And definitely, I think that there are, like, if you tell me autumn, I would say that Douro Valley, it's amazing to go. If you
Yeah.
say spring,
Yeah. Yes. Yes, it
I
is.
will say Lentejo. Like Sintra, I would recommend on the winter months at the moment
Yes.
to avoid the crowd, of course. And more, I think that people is looking for places where they don't find so many tourists, and especially now with the coronavirus, of course. This is something, it's an add value for us, the fact that we have a low population, comparing to other countries. Like Italy has 4 times more than us, Belgium has 3 times more than us in
Like
such a small country,
Spain.
or it has the same like us, or Spain. So we are just 10 million in a large area comparing to other countries in Europe. French also has more. So definitely, I think that Portugal has this add value, and the best time to come, it's all over the year. It depends. Then when are you coming? I will suggest one thing or
A
another.
different things. Yeah.
Yeah, a different places to visit. And Portinho da Arrábida, Setúbal, I would say that it's amazing. We have a tour, a cycling tour that is repeating every year in September, October. So it's always there. It's, for me, it's like ending. Usually it's end of October. So to end the season, I always go and do the Setúbal Sagres cycling tour. In July now we will launch one in the up north, because I will never recommend to come to the Algarve
Yes.
during the cycle.
Yeah,
Okay,
because it's very hot.
yes, because it's very hot. But Sintra, I would say at the moment, Sintra, I would say during winter time.
Yeah, it's
Well,
better.
we are about to finish, to end. We didn't have questions. I also have to confess that because we were seeing the pictures, I was not checking how many people were seeing it. I don't know if
If
someone
you have
has
some
questions.
questions.
Can
Yeah.
you leave it later and we can answer later? This the video will be in our Facebook page, and you can also share it in yours.
Yes,
But
I already share.
yeah, if you want to share last few words with us before we leave, please feel free. For me, it's a great partnership that we have, and definitely it's one of the for me the best. How do I say? It's I have it even an ebook with that. It's one of the wonders of Portugal, nature wonders of Portugal, is Portinho da Arrábida. So now I leave to you guys to leave your last message to our people who is listening.
So the last message is very easy. So now that we have the good weather, so came to the Portinho da Arrábida, just doing some activities in the middle of the nature. Of course, that all the operators of this kind of activities have to do it some
Adjustments, let's say.
adjustments, yeah, of course, for the size of the group, some equipment, APEs. So I think it's safety. It's very safe to doing some activities like hiking, the jeep tours for families. So came to Portinho da Arrábida, and you are gonna find the amazing place
Fall
that
in love.
we have.
Fall in love for sure.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
Portinho da Arrábida. And Setúbal is also beautiful.
And I
Elder,
said, in an
few
easy
words.
way,
Yes.
just come and try it. If you don't like it, if you have the nerve to say after all that you didn't like it, I'll buy you lunch, okay?
That's amazing. That's amazing because definitely if people are
With
in this position to go or not, when you say something like that, you say, okay, probably it's really good. And it
we
is.
can
It
choose
is.
the menu. It is
Yeah.
cuttlefish from Setúbal.
At the end, we can even go for a lunch to eat some fresh fish, grilled fresh fish.
Yeah,
That is amazing on that area also.
yeah.
Something that I love. So definitely, I think it's a great way to end. Thank you for your time. Thank you for sharing with us these
Thank you,
experiences and also these photos. I love the activity. I love the place, and we will be here, of course, for all your bookings if you wish to book. And if you wish also to get advice where to go, how to plan your trip to Portugal, feel more than welcome to ask us. Thank you, Marco. Thank you, Elder.
Thank you, Anna.
And soon we will be speaking again.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
I see you.
Bye.
Bye.